Now that the season
United Healthcare offers comprehensive and affordable plans
around the corner. The Southampton guys that are playing their first minutes in Liverpool's first team, and the mouth-watering experience. The new recruits, some of the first-team players on the periphery of that starting 11.
We'll see if that's enough, but we'll see if this young Liverpool side can restore. And now he gets a start.
Yeah, it will be a nerve-wracking experience.
His dad, Andy. So too does 18-year-old Kieran Morrison, a star of their recent UEFA Youth League win over Frankfurt.
Very, very talented, and in the same mould, really. Sarr came into Palace with big boots to fill.
Liverpool last month gets his first start of this season, with Jean-Philippe Mateta dropping to the bench. Mitchell, Henderson.
Difficult to breach as always.
Craig Pawson, the man in the middle, the first Liverpool game. So off we go. Liverpool were top of the Premier League of their last 5. The convincing win over Frankfurt shows the wheels haven't come off completely, but Arne Slot admitted at the weekend they haven't found an answer to the style of play they're increasingly coming up against, one which Palace performed so well. 4 that have gone without a win, they could easily have won. Here's Ngomoa. And he gets it back, runs into Craig Pawson, which just took the... picked up when he was released from Manchester United. Endo with the little ball forward. He will give Liverpool a bit of adapt to Liverpool won against Everton. Here comes the first set piece, which is knocked away pretty comfortably by Sarr. Turns straight back in, but only more of the ball. This is Anfield and this is Liverpool, but it is not the Liverpool that the fans are used to watching. Crystal Palace at his shoes, who's shaking it off and is back on and pops it forward down the middle. Looking for,
I think, with his attacking prowess and Mitchell's solidity, I suppose the opposite wing back. It's a pattern that works time and time again for Palace.
Here is Ramsey, who pops it into the good on 5 minutes. Here is Ngomoa, who's shown good strength there. Forward, Liverpool have robbed it back, and then they'll look to break quickly with Ngomoa. For a moment he had a side of goal, and then he hit it straight at the defender. That was a good shooting chance early on. Kerkez to put it in early, and he has done. That was a good shooting chance early on. Kerkez to put it in early, and he has done for Morrison, who's just got in front of Gay.
Yeah, good ball in.
Just couldn't. We won't have time to play a different formation. Well, they actually have tried to change it up, and they've started with the real this season, though. Robertson can look long, and Ngomoa will chase those, but that's too far. Counter, and this is where they can be much more dangerous.
Not as much game time as he thought.
Instead, to clear at the near post.
Here they go again, and that's McAllister bringing Sarr down. And some referees would go for the pocket with that one.
And that's where he's such a trick.
Does have a decent left foot. Is the man to address the ball and fire it to the far post, where it's nodded Chiesa. Endo Daichi Kamada.
And obviously had to have a few loan spells which have proved quite difficult at times as well, so hell of an opportunity for him this evening.
Sarr for Nketiah, sizing things up. Robertson well forward when Liverpool have the ball. McAllister
just positioning himself when they're in possession, kind of one of those advanced 8s. With McAllister, as you say, the one who's dropping in to try and get.
Robertson, little touch in field, and he only moves it on quickly. It's in between Kia. Craig Pawson has given Liverpool the advantage, and Ngomoa looks to try and use it. Up against Munoz. On the right, oh, it hasn't quite bent enough, but it did have a little bit of late swerve on it. Seen out without too much stress by Walter Benitez. And since the middle of March. Missed the last 8 of last season with ankle injury. Palace want the free kick. That's one for Nketiah to chase. Gomez to use his strength.
After a vibrant start from Liverpool, no question, it subsided somewhat.
Here go Palace with Sarr. And he's got a lot of space to run into. Now he's got Nketiah making a dart to the near post. He pulled it back. Down the left-hand side goes Mark Gay, who has bounced back up.
Having subsided, the game's even.
And that's lumped forward for Chiesa, who will get there. And Chiesa making his way around the defenders and popping it over. It's good, strong play from Federico Chiesa, who looked second favourite when the ball was initially played over, but he made it his.
It's almost as if he read the bounce better than his Crystal Palace counterparts. Maguire was actually slow to react.
Made his debut against Millwall in the previous round. There is Munoz. That was a game that needed penalties after a 1-1 draw. Richards got the goal. He's unavailable with a calf problem tonight. Palace and Liverpool have players down. Munoz is going to need treatment by the look. Here's Ngamoa. And Ngamoa dancing one way, getting that right-footed space, now finding the space for Chiesa, who pops it all the way across, well guarded at the near post by Benitez. Palace were drawn to the ball, and suddenly a nice lot of space here for Chiesa opened up.
Yeah, plenty of players inside.
And picked that one up. They tried to return the ball to Eddie Nketiah. McAllister, Nioni. And Pino has found space. Up against Gomez, who gets the block, but Yeremy Pino has it again. He's trying to find Will Hughes, who he does. And he's caught it switch.
Best bit of involvement, maybe. It's a good pick out, this one, and Hughes on his left foot, always going to be confident. Involvement from Pino, who could have been found slightly earlier in that Palace attack.
Really nice touch from Chiesa, great distribution from Woodman. He's showed real strength, Chiesa, to keep a hold of the ball. He needs support, suggesting they might look at timings for long throws, given how long the ball is out of play in them at the moment, the same way that it's been brought in for goalkeepers. Pino with a lovely little touch to bring it down out of the sky and swivel away from Nioni. There's the cross into Sarr.
Part of this game just to come to feet and probably look to try and get involved and build the play.
There's another good ball over the top for Morrison, who's taken it down. Now he does need support here. Morrison looking to cut it in. Well, they found them well when there has been space. And that is going to be a free kick for Crystal Palace on Pino.
Right on cue, brilliant movement.
Woodman got it away just in time. Very different colours. Had things gone Liverpool's way in the summer. Here's Sosa. Gomez had to watch the back. Kamada has gone short. Hughes to line up a different angle. Plenty of height on that one. But Gay very nearly was able to do something to get the ball. And get it he does. Laid back for the Japanese international. There's the header. And it's well claimed in the end by Woodman. Had to get a lot of power on that. Ismail Assad managed to get it away from Liverpool's goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good move, and Nketiah is working so hard, really, to get the team up the pitch.
Palace against Liverpool. Here is Morrison, meanwhile. Hits Will Hughes. And Morrison's got a little bit of space here. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, in slides Borna. So
quite get released there, but certainly something they're looking to utilise.
That's driven in towards Munoz.